What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Hockey Playoff Edition with Mike and Xavier. I am Miguel Mike Medina.
Oh, man, it's me, Xavier. Nice to meet you guys. How's it going?
We're so excited about this postseason, and we're gonna start with the Western Conference first. So, Xavier,
Yeah.
Calgary Flames versus Dallas Stars. Who do you got for that matchup?
Oh, I think I'm gonna go Flames due to the fact of how rampant they've been all season. They're scoring from all points of the ice. Their goaltending has been amazing. I think I forgot the name of the goaltender. He led the NHL with 9 shutouts as a goaltender. Dallas barely got in. They barely got in, but I don't think they'll be able to go toe to toe with Calgary in a 7 game series.
I agree. I go with Calgary on this one. I feel that they're one of the hottest teams entering the postseason, the Western Conference. I feel that
Mm-hmm.
they're loaded. They have much more depth compared to the Dallas Stars. So I'm gonna go with Calgary in 6 games.
Oh, okay. You say 6 games. Yeah, I could agree with you. I say 6 games. I say 6 games.
All right.
I don't
So
I don't think there's gonna be no sweep though. I don't see a sweep happening at all though.
yeah, I agree. Let's go with the next one. And this one kind of interests me. Los Angeles Kings versus Edmonton Oilers.
Hmm.
For the audience, I'm not an Oilers fan. I have the jersey because of Wayne Gretzky. I'm a Rangers fan, so the background is the correct thing. Um, I still need to buy the jersey though. So Kings, Oilers, what do you got?
I'm going with the Oilers solely because of Mike Jesus. Mike David needs to get some limelight in the playoffs. I've been rooting for him for so long. I'm like, I want him to get a taste of a conference final, or get a taste of a Stanley Cup matchup. And I don't think that the Kings are able to hang with the scoring that is the Edmonton Oilers. You got McDavid, Ryan Nugent Hopkins, um, and Draisaitl, this killing it out there in the ice. So I don't see them going toe to toe with the Kings. The Kings do have where they fail at is, I believe, in their goaltending. So I firmly believe that the Oilers are going to take this with a piece of cake.
The Kings are a young team.
Mm-hmm.
They're a young team. I do believe that this series has a chance of being somewhat competitive, but I still give the edge to the Oilers. They just have too much firepower on that offense, as with the names you mentioned. Connor McDavid, obviously, is one of my favorite current hockey players in the game. And I feel that the Oilers have a very bright future in terms of going to the Stanley Cup finals and hopefully win in a few years if they get their act together and
Yeah,
come through when it matters most. So I'm gonna say Oilers in 6 games as well.
I can see that going 7. To be honest, I can see it going 7. But yeah, Oilers definitely got the edge on this one.
Yep, yep. And from the Western Conference, that's one of my favorite matchups in the first round. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Okay,
And
nice.
speaking of another one that I feel like it will be much that I have a feeling it will be much more interesting. Minnesota Wild versus St. Louis Blues. Who you got?
I got Minnesota solely because of my boy Kirill Kaprizov. I've said it when he entered the league. Due to his talent, the Wild were able to get in the playoffs last year. This year he went over 100 points. He had more than 100 points in the season. That lineup with him and Kevin Fiala, you still got Zuccarello there. You got a nice goaltending a tandem there with Marc Andre Fleury and also Cam Talbot, who can still, they can still defend the pipes very well. I The Blues, they could still go toe to toe. They could still, these guys won the Stanley Cup not too long ago in 2019. Um, but yeah, the Minnesota Wild, they've just been too hot as of late throughout the season. And I feel like Kirill Kaprizov, he's gonna be the main attraction in this matchup here to have the Wild go over in round two.
I much respect to St. Louis Blues. Clearly they're not the team from 2019.
Mhm.
But obviously, I feel that they could give the series a competitive a fire. But Minnesota Wild, I mean, this team in the second half, entering the postseason, they're one of the hottest teams entering the postseason.
Yep.
So I give Minnesota Wild 7 games against
Nice.
the St.
Yeah,
Louis Blues.
that could definitely go 7 games. And yeah, like I mentioned, I even like had him on hockey fantasy. They gave me the the points that I really needed to win certain matchups. And those two guys, every time there was a goal, it was either them assisting or them scoring. So yeah, that 1-2 punch right there, that lineup with the Minnesota Wild, I definitely have them going over.
And Minnesota Wild excites me. They're one of the teams in the West that I wouldn't mind for them to make a crazy run in the postseason. But I'm
Mhm.
liking what I'm seeing from that team. That team is truly something. And I like, Flurry. So therefore, you know, I feel like any team that he's in, like you gotta watch him. You gotta watch him.
Yeah, and it sucks too because like Vegas let him go. I mean we are seeing the downfall of the Vegas Golden Knights. They didn't make the postseason this year because yeah, but that's a story for another time.
Yeah,
um,
and none of us saw that coming.
nah, heck no, hell no.
The Western Conference, this is the one where I could see one going to 6 or 7 games. I feel that
Mhm.
Avalanche are very good this year, so I give them 5 games. I just feel that they're gonna be too much to handle.
Yeah, especially with Gabriel Landeskog when he comes back. He had knee surgery. Um, he was gonna make a return, but there was no point in him making a return. With the playoffs right around the corner. Um, as soon as that team gets back, forget about it. The Avs are the favorites this year to win it all. But as you know, in playoffs, there's always room for disappointment. Um, I might not. I don't know if I see them winning in 5 games though. I can see that series going to 6. The Preds can still hang around now. They lost UC Soros recently to injury, so they don't have Soros to guard the net. And with the firepower that Avalanche provides, I truly see the Avs really taking it to them.